She knows what happens next. Every line, every scene, 12 times through, and tonight should be no different. But then her phone lights up. Incoming call. The same number that sent a message 12 months ago. A message she read but never answered. Her stomach drops. She's been here before. Letting it ring. Letting the moment pass. But this time her thumb moves toward the screen. Answer or decline. 30 seconds. The TV keeps playing behind her. The same comfort she's chosen every night for a year. Her brain screams at her to let it go to voicemail, to stay safe, to keep everything exactly as it is. But her hand won't move away, because somewhere deep down she knows 12 rewatches, 12 months of silence, 12 chances to choose differently. The call is still ringing. What she does in the next 10 seconds will reveal which type of rewatcher she really is, and whether her mind has been protecting her or trapping her. Maya sits cross-legged on her couch, reciting dialogue in perfect sync with the TV. The words come automatically. Muscle memory after so many nights of the same routine. Her apartment hasn't changed in a year. Same blanket draped over the armrest. Same mug on the coffee table. Same frame photo gathering dust on the shelf. She's mid-sentence when her phone vibrates on the cushion beside her. The screen lights up in the dark room. And she glances down. Her body freezes. The caller ID stares back at her. The same number that sent a message. 12 months ago. The message she read but never answered. Her thumb hovers over the screen, paralyzed between answer and decline. She has 30 seconds before it goes to voicemail. She's let this number ring unanswered before, always choosing silence, always letting time decide for her. But this time something is different. Her thumb doesn't reflexively hit decline. Instead, it stays suspended above the glass, trembling slightly. The TV dialogue continues behind her, offering the same predictable escape. It always has, but now the pattern is visible and she can't unsee it. 30 seconds. Maya stares at the screen and counts backward in her mind. 12 rewatches of this show. 12 months since the message arrived. One decision postponed. The exact match hits her like a punch. To the chest. It's not coincidence, it's evidence. Her entire year of comfort has been built around hiding from this specific moment. She started rewatching the night the message came through, and she's been doing it in a perfect lockstep with her avoidance ever since. If the pattern is this precise, then her ritual isn't random self-care. It's a shield she built against this call. Answering now means dismantling the only stable routine left in her life. It means facing the chaos she's been too fragile to handle. The phone keeps vibrating. Way in her hand. She realizes she's been treating her rewatch habit like it's protecting her peace. But what if it's been preventing her life from moving forward? What if the shield became a cage and she didn't notice? Until right now, with the clock ticking down and the choice forcing itself into her hands, 28 seconds. Her eyes scan the room. Same blanket draped over the armrest, same mug on the coffee table, same framed photo. In the exact same spot, her chest tightens. She's been sitting in this exact position for 12 months. The realization lands in her body before her mind can name it. She's drowning in chaos. And she needs to know every line and ending because unpredictability has become unbearable. She admits to herself that her life became unpredictable the exact night the message arrived. Everything felt unstable after that. The show became her only anchor in a world that suddenly felt like it could collapse at any moment. If she's using predictability as a shield against chaos, then answering this call means voluntarily destroying her safe space. It means exposing herself to the emotional storm she's been too fragile to face. Her finger still hovers over the screen. She can feel her heartbeat in her throat. The TV keeps playing the same scene she's watched a dozen times. And for the first time, it feels like a trap instead of a refuge. She wonders if her fragility is real recovery or if it's learned helplessness she's been calling strategy. 26 seconds. The call continues ringing. Maya considers another possibility. Maybe she's been rewatching to recharge without processing new information. The way burned-out minds do. She pauses, testing the idea against her own experience. Her eyelids feel heavy. Her shoulders are slumped. The phone feels like it weighs 10 pounds in her trembling hand. She realizes she has been exhausted for a year, but not from external demands. The weight isn't from work or obligations. It's from the mental labor of rehearsing conversations she never has, from imagining outcomes she never faces. Her rewatch habit hasn't been restoring energy. It's been avoiding the one decision that costs the most cognitive and emotional resources. If she's not restoring but avoiding, then her year of rest has been a year of paralysis. Time she can never recover. The wasted time fear surfaces for the first time, sharp and undeniable. She's been telling herself she's recharging, but what if she's just been hiding? What if every night she spent on this couch was a night she could have spent moving forward, and now it's too late? 24 seconds. Her eyes drift to the framed photo gathering dust on the shelf behind her. She sees it, really sees it, for the first time in months. A flash of the past moment floods back. Who she was with, the sound of their laughter, the warmth of that moment before everything changed. Her throat tightens, her eyes sting. She's not just watching the show anymore, she's watching the memory. The show reminds her of the version of herself who was still connected to the person calling, who hadn't yet received the message that changed everything. Rewatching is her way of keeping that past self alive. Through repetition, she stares at the TV screen and realizes the scene playing is the exact episode. She was watching the night the message arrived. Her breath stops. She's been trying to pause time, honored by repeating the same moment over and over. If she answers, she has to face that the person on the other end may no longer recognize or need the version of her she's been mourning. The past self she's been protecting through all these rewatches may be gone forever. She realizes she's been using the show to create the illusion that the decision is still ahead of her, that she hasn't already chosen by choosing nothing. But time kept moving without her. The person calling kept living their life. And she's been frozen here, watching the same scenes, pretending she could stay in the moment before everything changed. 22 seconds. Maya considers one last possibility. Maybe she's been hunting hidden layers, treating repetition as puzzle solving. The way analytical minds do. She pauses. Does she rewind for details, notice background jokes, hunt for foreshadowing? She knows immediately this isn't her. She's not hunting hidden layers. She's hiding in predictability and calling it curiosity. She's been using the illusion of depth to justify a habit built on fear. She stops rationalizing her rewatch behavior. She names it for what it is, a defensive pattern built to avoid one specific moment. If her habit is defensive rather than strategic, then she's been lying to herself about why she can't move forward. Her self-awareness is just another layer of avoidance. All her justifications are gone. There's nothing left to protect her from the raw truth she's been hiding from. She's been stuck for a year, and she did it to herself. 20 seconds. The call timer keeps ticking. Maya's internal voice collapses. Answer, decline, answer, decline. Her finger trembles over the screen. Her body is making the choice her mind cannot. The trembling reveals she's no longer in control. The countdown is forcing her to act. She forces herself to name the secret she's been protecting for 12 months. She's terrified that answering will prove the sender has already moved on. That her silence wasn't rest but wasted time. That this call is just the sender's final courtesy before disappearing forever. If she declines now, the sender may never call again, and the possibility dies permanently. If she answers, she may hear the door closing in real time and have to live with confirmation. And that she waited too long. Her stomach twists. She's been checking her phone compulsively every night, hoping and dreading this moment. She's rehearsed answering hundreds of times in her mind, but never moved her finger to accept. Because somewhere deep down she knew. Answering means finding out if the person on the other end still needs her response, or if they've already moved on without her. 18 seconds. Maya sees the truth that reframes everything. Her eyes scan the room again. The unchanged apartment, the same TV scene playing, the dust on the photo, the phone vibrating in the exact same spot it always does. Her stomach drops. She's been frozen in place for 12 months. Her rewatch habit was protection at first, a necessary shield while she recovered from the shock of the message. But it became a trap the moment she stopped choosing it and started hiding in it. She recognizes that her shield became her cage when she lost the ability to tell the difference between comfort that protects her peace and comfort that prevents her life from moving forward. And the only way to know which it is requires facing the one thing she's been using it to avoid. Her thumb moves toward the screen. She must choose right now whether to answer or decline. She knows that either choice will reveal whether her year of silence was recovery or retreat, whether her mind has been protecting her or trapping her, whether she's someone who uses predictability as a shield or someone who's become so afraid of uncertainty that she's built a prison out of safety. 16 seconds, 14 seconds, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Maya's finger touches the screen. The choice is made. Her breath catches. Her hand shakes as she brings the phone to her ear. A voice says her name. Quiet, uncertain, like it's been rehearsing this moment too. The year of suspension ends. Time begins moving forward again. She has chosen to act instead of letting time decide for her, and that choice alone breaks the pattern, regardless of outcome. She will now discover, in real time, whether the person on the other end is calling to reconnect or to say goodbye, whether her protective silence was necessary recovery or avoidable retreat. The TV keeps playing behind her, the same dialogue she's heard 12 times. But her eyes are locked on nothing now, her entire focus on the voice in her ear. Her attention is fully on the call, on the present moment, on the consequence of her choice. For the first time in 12 months, she's facing unpredictability without a script to follow, and she doesn't know what happens next. Because this isn't just about Maya. Can you tell the difference between comfort that protects your peace and comfort that prevents your life from moving forward? Can you tell when your shield becomes your cage? Maya rewatched the same show 12 times, and tonight she realized the count matched exactly how many months. She'd avoided a message that could change everything. The sender called, and she had 30 seconds to decide. What she did in those 30 seconds revealed whether her rewatch habit was protecting her recovery or trapping her in avoidance. Now it's your turn. Which type are you? What decision has your comfort routine been protecting you from making? And can you tell whether your mind has been strategically protecting you or strategically trapping you? In a world obsessed with chasing the next new thing, knowing what brings you comfort might make you more self-aware than constantly running toward novelty, but only if you can tell the difference between a shield and a cage. So ask yourself, what has your rewatch habit been protecting you from deciding? And what would happen if you chose to act instead of letting time decide for you?